because it was a time where like he didn't have the type of respect that he has right now. Oh, look at that. They tried, like, look at that. Look, no, we got to go back and look at that. Like, really look at this. Like, this is not the same general that I was criticizing a year ago. Look at this. Look at the two players. Like, okay, so him right here, Akai came out and waited. Like, look at Akai back there. Akai is back there waiting for general right now. He's taking on one of the best side laners. Then as he just got ganked by another one here, he calls back. He gets ulted. So look at the decision making. If you don't notice, they're losing this game clearly, right? But look at Lemon. Lemon is on the split push right now. So what is General doing? General is, look at the decision making and how quick he's making it. So he just saw Thomas go here. He sees Masa split pushing. He sees the other enemies down here being engaged with the rest of his teammates. So he starts to attack these and he's like, hold on, I can't let Thomas recall, because if he recalls, he'll stop the split push. So instead of continuing to focus these minions, he hits him to make sure he can't recall. And that play right there stopped him from being able to get back to the base immediately. And look what Monster's about to do. Look at Lemon with the split push.
No new friends, need a new band. Cool doors, glove box, keep the tool in. Need an 8-room house, put the pool in. Why they keep praying that I am losing?
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, and we are back with another Mobile Legends video. Now, this one, we're going to do a commentary about General, his coaching, and some of the things that Akosi Dogie has said, and some of the things that the community has been saying so far. So before we jump into that, be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notifications to stay updated with all the latest news, drama, and just basically tips and stuff like that for Mobile Legends. But, yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, shout out to everybody who really took the time to understand yesterday's video. Like, it's clear that people are changing their perceptions. Like, a lot of people didn't realize that they were just joining the hate train, starting to hate on Gosu just for no reason. And then you have those people who didn't understand. They were trying to blame the YouTubers for talking about, they said, oh, you the ones who brought up General's name. It's like, listen. If you bring up somebody's name and somebody gets defensive and starts saying, no, this team is better, that team will never survive in my country and stuff like that, it sounds like they're scared. It sounds like they're nervous, and they think that there's a chance that team could destroy them. Because when you look at that hook though, and if you don't know, he's playing with RRQ Lemon right now. General's playing with RRQ Lemon. He's playing against some other pros. Like, so it's basically, he's actually finna be 1v1ing the number one, well, not the number one. He's one of the top side lane players for Endo as well. So for RRQ. So yeah. But anyway, man. So you do have those people who are trying to make excuses and basically support and stand behind the negativity. But ultimately, I mean, it's hate. You're hating. And you're hating because you're probably scared that Gosu, like, look at how fast General is improving. A lot of people try to bring up when not me and General per se, but me and Gosu had beef. Basically, what happened between me and Gosu, for those of you who don't know, I beat some Gosu members. Then they start attacking me, calling me trash and all this stuff. So then I'm like, oh, I'm trash? Why y'all keep getting clapped and stuff? Like, y'all know how I am. I'm like, if y'all so good, you shouldn't get clapped by me. So, yeah, so then we start having beef and stuff like that. So then I just say, yo, how about get General, get your whole top team, because I don't want any excuses. When I beat y'all once and for all, like, all the excuses is over with. But General didn't want to face me. So yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. After that, like, after that little beef, that was pretty much everything. That was pretty much all the beef, all the drama or whatever it was. It was really just me criticizing their skill level. Because at that time, I believe General was titling his streams and stuff like the best marksman in North America and stuff like that. And honestly, he did not play half as good as he plays right now. So after that whole drama and beef and everything came up, that's when General soloed to Mythic. That's when General started learning to play every single marksman. That's when he started hitting top global with every single marksman. That's when General really started improving like crazy. And it's been nothing but respect for General since then. So people, like, the issue with the Mobile Legends community is just like, people have an opinion of somebody and they just keep that same opinion. They don't change their opinion. So if that person changes, they're still going to have that same opinion from a year ago. me, like when you're more successful, when you have a more successful type of mindset, you grow as the person grows. So if you see General goes from playing one way to playing a completely different way, what you're gonna do? Discredit him because he used to play bad? No, he's so much better now. So this is why I stand behind General a lot more, because he is actually proving that he's the type who's going to work hard. He's going to keep improving, and he doesn't care what anybody say. With all the toxicity and negativity, he's still going hard. So yeah, man, I mean, my opinions change based on people and based on what's going on. Like, I don't just keep the same opinion. Like, only uneducated people would do that. Like, you can't keep the same opinion. But look at how this is one of the best side laners. This is one of the best side laners he's soloing against right now. And he's actually keeping up. He's not feeding. Like, the guy has been attacking him all game, and he's still getting his farm in. He's still doing the best that he can do. So it's like, I mean, you can't just say General is trash. You can't say Gosu doesn't stand a chance. As you can see, General is doing his part. General can literally take on some of the best players in the world. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just is what it is. Like, this is the reality. If you are criticizing and negatively criticizing and not actually focusing on the things that he's doing well, like being able to take on some of the best and most experienced players in Mobile Legends, then it's really just hating. But a lot of you all have been asking me to react to what Dogie said and some of the things that he's been doing, his coaching, his tips and stuff like that for Gosu. I don't speak Tagalog, so I don't know what's going on, so I can't react to that. But what I can say is I've heard that he's called General like one of the top 10 marksmen in the Philippines. And I mean, that's dope to see General getting that type of recognition. And Doggie's team is pro. He does have a pretty decent team, and I think that means a lot coming from Dogie. So in my opinion, personally, I think that General has improved a lot. I think that he's definitely at a level where he knows what he's doing well enough to where he can compete with pros. The only issue that Gosu is going to have is making sure they have that synergy and make sure they can work together well. Because if they can't work together well, it does not matter how good each individual person is. That means nothing. Like, it's going to come down to how well that they can do together. So, yeah, man. Individual skill wise, I think General has increased a lot. He's going to be playing up against some of the best marksmen. He's going to be going up against a lot of great marksmen, and I mean, we're going to see then how his marksman compares to other marksmen. That's what's so dope about this event. That's what's so dope about M1. We're going to be able to see. We're going to be able to see for a fact how good he is. If you don't know, he's also being coached right now, not only Akosi Dogie, but by a guy named James. James used to be the coach for Onic as well, and I'm pretty sure he was on Team RRQ for a while. So, or it might be backwards. He might have been the coach for RRQ and been on the team Onic. Either way, he's been affiliated with those two organizations. So look at General. Split pushing right now. He's pushing the lane, then he goes away immediately, gets back on the rotation. Look at how he's playing right now. He's playing very proper right now. He evened up the lane, and now he's back to farming well. So yeah, man, I think that you just have to give him credit, yo. You really have to give him credit for how far he's come along. And it's dope to see that he's actually at a point where he can compete with pros, get recognition from pros, because it was a time where, like, he didn't have the type of respect that he has right now. Oh, look at that. They try, like, look at that. Hold on, we got to go back and look at that. Like, really look at this. Like, this is not the same General that I was criticizing a year ago. Look at this. Look at the two players. Like, okay, so him right here, Akai came out and waited. Like, look at Akai back there. Akai is back there waiting for General right now. He's taken on one of the best side laners. Then as he just got ganked by another one here, he calls back. He gets ulted. Monkey D. Hold on, is that Dogie? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, he gets hit by Akai. Then he flickers out, bro. Like, look at his reflexes. This is how you solo lane with a marksman. This is how you solo with a marksman. He just dodged two very, very good players easily. And these are not just regular good players. These are players at the top of their game, pros and stuff. So, them reflexes, bro. Like, them reflexes, that decision making. And then he instantly rotates to the mid lane to continue helping his team. Like, come on. Come on. Like, can you really hate on General at this point? Can you really hate on General? Like, I mean, you can, but it's clearly hate when he's making plays like this, bro. And this is the type of stuff that you need to look at. So look at the haters. The haters would say stuff like, "Oh, but he's 5-15 right now. Like their team is 5-15. They're doing bad." But you're not looking at the things that General himself is doing, the decisions that he's making, the plays that he's making. Like that's what determines skill. Honestly, when it comes down to a 5v5 game, it doesn't matter how good any one person is. What their team is doing is going to impact that win, the win or the loss. But as you can see, he's playing very, very well. He's rotated from the bottom lane. He sees his team is in the bottom lane. Carry is solo split pushing up top. So he's going to go over here and he's going to clean up this lane while still getting his farm. Oh, snap. Carry was not having it. General's doing the right thing, but Carrie looks like she's a little bit more fed. Yeah, because, Carrie's team is dominating right now. Let's actually look at the farm difference. That would be interesting to see. Yeah, General's 1,000 farm behind. And Carrie has just been smoking stuff out here. Carrie's been destroying. So, yeah, man. Ultimately, bruh, he's a much better player than he was, and he's one of the most fed ones on his team right now. He's been farming all game, but at the same time, when you're the solo laner, that's all you're supposed to do. Like, that's all you're really supposed to do. You're supposed to win your lane. When you're solo laning, it's about winning that lane, and letting your mid laners rotate and do what they're supposed to do, then engaging in fights when you can. So it's honestly, this is a really impressive gameplay for me. Like, I know for some people don't find this type of gameplay interesting. Some people want to see those gameplays where General go against a bunch of noobs and drop like 20-30 kills or something like that, but it doesn't actually take skill to do that. I much prefer gameplays like this where he's 1-3, but he's displaying so much skill. I think that it's important to really understand quality in gameplay and not just trash gameplay. Well, you can't say somebody dropping 30 kills is trash, but at the same time, it kind of is trash because that means the people they going against are bums. So it's like, I'd rather see a 1-3 gameplay than a 30-0 gameplay. Because you're just seeing much better. Like, look at this. Look at his positioning in a fight. Look how he's positioned. Look at that. Like, this is what I like to see. You can't tell me this is the same General. And after beefing with General, you hear how I'm talking about General right now, bro. Like, I had beef with Gosu and them, bro. And even I can give this man his props. So, look at this. And look at this. Bro. So, you might not understand what just happened right there. So, let me point this out for you. Let me point this out for you, bro. So, look at the decision making. If you don't notice, they're losing this game clearly, right? But look at Lemon. Lemon is on the split push right now. So, what is General doing? General is, look at the decision making and how quick he's making it. So he just saw Thomas go here. He sees Masa split pushing. He sees the other enemies down here being engaged with the rest of his teammates. So he starts to attack these and he's like, hold on, I can't let Thomas recall because if he recalls, he'll stop the split push. So instead of continuing to focus these minions, he hits him to make sure he can't recall. And that play right there stopped him from being able to get back to the base immediately. And look what Monster's about to do. Look at Lemon with the split push. Look at Lemon with the split push. Like, that decision, that quick thinking decision from General, bro. That quick thinking decision from General led to that, bro. And these are the type of plays that I like to see. This is why I believe that Gosu actually has a chance. Because just a simple play like that, like, it's 8-21, but you can win a game like this with this type of decision. Like, because let's say General makes a different decision right here. If General just says, oh, let me just keep pushing the lane, Thomas is gone, then yeah, it wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have won this. If General would have let him recall right there, they wouldn't have won this. And based on this Masa's positioning, General predicted that he had to still be in these bushes since he has to recall immediately if he's going to make it there in time. So General just goes and hit him, and I mean, bro, honestly, it speaks for itself, man. But let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. This is just some of my thoughts on my opinions and stuff like that. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. This is why I'm giving General so much props. It's not like people think that, oh, VeLL's doing it for views, VeLL's doing it for this, VeLL's doing it for that. No, VeLL's doing it because he's actually focusing on the gameplay and the quality that these guys are playing at and how quickly they're improving. And I know how trash North America is. So to see them improving this much and this fast, you can't help but be optimistic if you're not being a hater. So let me know your thoughts. Make sure you all drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace out, y'all.
I don't know nobody, so don't ask for no favors. Don't ask for no paper, they leave when you losing, but they coming back later. Promise they coming back later. I'm up now, she wanna f now. She keeps saying she in love now. Money got her on still wow. All because I got bust now.